Hello, bowling fans, and welcome to our second World Series of Bowling feature. This week, we take a look at emerging superstar Rhino Page, who took the bowling world by storm back in 2007 when he qualified for 5 Lumber Liquidators PBA Tour telecasts in his rookie season. This feat was even more remarkable when you consider he had to bowl his way out of the TQR each week. As a fully exempt player last season, Page added his second career title in the PBA Shark Championship, finished runner-up to his good friend and roommate Patrick Allen in the prestigious Tournament of Champions, and then capped off his season by earning a $100,000 bonus by rolling a 300 game in the TV finals of the Japan Cup. Rhino was also one of the hottest bowlers at the World Series of Bowling, where he qualified for 2 TV shows, finished in the top 8 in 2 others, and narrowly missed qualifying for the TV show in the Motor City Open, in one of the most exciting position rounds in recent memory. But perhaps the most amazing thing about Rhino's performance at the Motor City Open was just how big a rooting section he had in the form of a 10-year-old boy named Tyler Cacioppo.
Well, I met Tyler in a Pro-Am, and it was funny how it all worked out because I wasn't supposed to bowl the Pro-Am.
He decided to bowl with Rhino. He never told me that he wanted to bowl with Rhino. And he went up to him and asked him and said, "I want to bowl with you."
And here comes this little kid, which is Tyler's brother, saying, "You're Rhino Page, I want to bowl with you," and started talking to me and everything, and sure enough, I got put on their lanes.
The boys hit it off. Tyler was the happiest I've ever seen him. His face lit up. He wouldn't leave Rhino's side, and that type of connection with somebody doesn't happen quite often.
And afterwards, the mother came up to me, Patty, and she says, "Thanks for treating my boys so well. They had a blast." And I was like, "No problem. My pleasure. They were a lot of fun." And she says, "Well, the little one, he has Crohn's disease really bad," and started going into the whole story.
Tyler was diagnosed with Crohn's disease right before his 6th birthday. He's had several surgeries since then, and goes for IV infusion up until recently. Goes for IV infusion, which is a 3-hour infusion at the hospital, hooked up to an IV line every 8 weeks.
That's kind of how it all started. I gave him my email and I said, anytime he needs somebody to talk to or whatever, he can always reach me here.
He ended up the last 3 times of his infusion having a very bad reaction to it, and the person that he called was Rhino. He called Rhino to get through a very scary and frightening situation that was absolutely the scariest moment, one of the scariest moments of my life.
I don't normally give my cell phone number out, but I thought just let him text me every once in a while whenever he needs me, and it turned into something that he would actually call me or text me when he was in the hospital having to go through all his medication and stuff like that. So it's been a really special relationship and something that I'm really happy to be a part of.
Crohn's disease is a very serious condition that affects the digestive tract. People who suffer from Crohn's disease can be treated in a variety of ways, depending on the severity of the condition. But with treatment, people who suffer from Crohn's disease can lead very active, normal lives. In fact, at the World Series of Bowling, one competitor named Anthony Moses, who was diagnosed with the disease at the age of 11, has done just that.
And I've been off medication now for about 36 years. Healthy as a horse. I compete nationally. I am a life coach and a personal trainer and also a nutrition specialist, and it's been good.
At the Motor City Open, Tyler witnessed his hero Rhino Page persevere as the only left-hander to make the top 24, and then almost qualify for TV. And although Rhino came up just short of his goal, he was able to teach a valuable lesson to Tyler about never giving up.
I kept working hard, and I kept feeling like, just keep going, keep working. And it was an important lesson that I told Tyler about. It's so easy to get upset and get emotional and just throw everything away. But if you really hang tough and continue to work hard, you can get there. And certainly Tyler is very much like that in real life. He hasn't given in to this disease. And in fact, he inspires me.
And what does Tyler think about being friends with Rhino?
Well, I want to bowl with Rhino because I want to be friends with him for a long time. So I really like to bowl with him yeah.
Before Tyler went home after the Motor City Open, he gave Rhino quite possibly one of the best consolation prizes in the history of the sport.
They brought me this gift because my birthday was in July. And what it is there's 4 pictures, and this is like Six Flags, when they came out to Six Flags and we went to a Mets game and stuff. And along the side here, these are all poems that he wrote about me. And if you read them, I'm not much of a emotional guy as far as tearing up or anything, but it was so special to me, and actually one of the most special gifts I've ever been given, that it broke me into tears in front of a bunch of people, which was kind of embarrassing, but it was really special, and he's a really special kid, and I just feel really excited that I have an opportunity, just for being a professional bowler, to make a difference and an impact in somebody's life.
Who knows what the future will bring, either for Rhino's bowling career or Tyler's fight against Crohn's disease. But one thing is for sure, whatever it is, they will certainly be there to help each other through it.
Anything that I can do to make his life better, I certainly want to do that, because it really brings joy to my life as well.
Well, that's all for this week's feature. And you thought I couldn't do serious. Please join us this Friday for another new episode of The Bowling Show, then again Monday for another World Series of Bowling feature, when we focus on the hijinks of Andrew Kane and his merry men.